Back to screen sharing. Here we go. So tonight we're going to be talking about all kinds of ways to grow your sales. So Donna, you got your piece of paper and pen ready? Here we go. She might have put herself on mute.
I did, yes.
Okay, I just realized that. Okay, so tonight we're going to talk about how to have holiday open houses and parties, how to have book parties, how to have a record breaker sale, making gift baskets, having a fundraiser, and lots more ideas. And this is kind of a real meaty presentation, so I'm going to make sure and keep the speed going. But I will send this recording out, so if you missed something, you can go back and look at it. So when we talk about holiday open houses and parties, first you want to decide a date and a time. You know, I think ideally a great time to do this is the Thanksgiving weekend. I know people all of a sudden go into super shopping mode, so if you can do it, that's a great timing. You want to send out your invitations and invite people 2 to 3 times the amount that you want to attend, of course, but I think also inviting people in many ways. And you know, now with a lot of people on Facebook, you can even do an invite like I did for this call tonight and invite people to your open house that way. You can do phone calls, confirming. One of the things that I think is really fun to get people to show up is to have them earn tickets for different things. And you can even make your invitation have what they can earn for. For example, if they wear red or green, if they bring a guest, if they bring some cookies to share, just all kinds of things they can earn tickets, and then you do drawings. But it helps them to have fun and get excited to come. Or you might even say for however many guests they bring, they save 5% with every guest. So they bring 2 people, they save 10%. They bring 4 people, they save 20% on their own order, just to get your excitement going. You also want to have some kind of light refreshments. You know, even just right now, this time of year, cookies and punch, wine and cheese. Being creative with your display. Even just taking your Avon boxes and wrapping them with gift paper, or having holiday gift bags from the dollar store and tying Mylar balloons on them, using felt to display your jewelry. And this always looks really pretty too, just to spray paint a tree branch in silver. That just looks really pretty when you start hanging your jewelry and different things on it. Also having displays in different categories. One representative that I know that does really well at open houses is she puts things in price ranges. So she may have a table where the items are $5, a table where the items are $10, $20, so that people know what their price point is to shop. And then also making little tent cards that tell people the price of the item too. Playing Christmas music. You know, sometimes you can even get, to make it more festive, if your child's in choir or plays a musical instrument, have them, you know, performing at the open house. That always makes it a lot of fun. Having wish lists, and I'll try and post and email those out, where people can make a list of everyone they need to shop for. Because sometimes you get there and you think, okay, who all do I need to buy for? How much do I want to spend? And if you have that written out while they're shopping, it helps them to know. You know, just like the kids do at the Santa shops when they go to school, the moms have to fill out an envelope who they're buying for and how much they're allowed to spend for that person. If a person is having a party for you too, you know, you could even do an on-time drawing. But also, sometimes people do an open house where it lasts several hours, but if it's a party, you really do want to keep it to a certain time frame. Telling them a little bit about yourself and a little bit about their guest and why you enjoy doing your Avon. Just playing a couple simple holiday games like holiday bingo, where, you know, you take the time out with some little Christmas pictures on a bingo card that you make or you can find on Pinterest, and playing some games. Demonstrating a few of your favorite products. You know, right now, like at the last meeting, Donna, I passed around the Chocolate Planet Spa, and people love to smell that or to see what the new skincare is like. And then having some raffles and some door prizes. That's fun too. Some other open house ideas. You can have items that maybe you've had all year that were either items you got in bulk or you got out of the outlet book, or maybe you had some returns but they weren't even open, and just go to the Dollar Tree and get some stockings, some of the larger stockings, and put a couple items in them and staple them shut or tie them shut so they can't see what's inside. And maybe you make those $5 grab bags or $10 grab bags. Another fun idea is to do the 12 days of Christmas, and I can email this out to you, where each day, it's usually good for I would say a husband to buy for their wife or for their mom, but you can also do for your teenage kids. But the 12 days before Christmas, each day they get to open up a new present from you. And you start off small, you know, you start with a nail polish, then maybe go to a glimmer stick, then you go to a lotion, till you end up with maybe a really pretty bottle of perfume, or you do, you know, maybe a nightgown, something of a little bit more value, or a nice watch. Offering gift wrapping. And even if you don't want to take the time to offer gift wrapping, you can still have gift bags with tissue paper, you know, so they can walk out the door and everything's done for them. Or see if you can hire a couple neighborhood kids that you'll give them some free Avon if they do gift wrapping for you at your open house. Also, another thing is people love to buy gift cards. Now, we don't have gift cards with Avon, but we have some really nice gift certificates people have made. And, you know, you can get some really nice envelopes at Staples, at Office Max, where you can put your gift certificates. And I would say print those out with a color printer so they look really nice. And you could even print them on cardstock, too, but then offer those in the nice envelopes, too. Invite everyone to have a book party for you, because you know some people will say, oh, I'm too busy to host us a party, or I'm not able to make your open house, but maybe they would have a book party for you. And putting a flyer in every brochure, making sure that you have extra brochures, share with them what's in it for them. They're going to earn free products. Decide which campaign you want to have a book party. Now, my suggestion would be campaign 26 is $double, but you're going to want some ideas to do some book parties leading up to that before you're getting $double to get your other campaigns higher. So I would say maybe campaign 24 or 25 would be good to offer to get, you know, if you had 10 people doing a book party for you of $100, that just gives you $1,000 in sales right there. What you want to include for every hostess is give her at least 5 brochures and an order book to everyone who's having a book party. Have participants collect money before they pick up and bring the orders to you so that all the money's collected. And if they do well with it and have fun, ask them to be a beauty boss and join your team. Another idea is you can give them a certain goal that if they sell 10 of one item, they'll get theirs free. You know, maybe we have the candles in campaign 24. Maybe you would say, as soon as you sell 10 candles, I'll let you have a candle for free to keep. A fun idea right now, I think, for a party would be to have a fondue pot going with all kinds of things for people to dip in it. Let them try the Planet Spa chocolate mask on their face. You could even have them come in their pajamas. Put those masks on while you're talking to them about other products. Let them dip their snacks in the chocolate fondue. And when women eat chocolate and they're happy, they will buy. Also doing a dad and kids donut day on a Saturday. You know, dads will wait to the last minute. So I would say this one would be better to do maybe like the middle of December, where on a Saturday morning, the moms can be out still doing their shopping that they need to do, but they send the dads and the kids to your house. You give them donuts, offer the gift wrapping, have things already packaged together, or make suggestions for the dads so they can get all their shopping done just with you and not have to hit the busy stores, but just to come to your house. A fun idea with our Avon Living is right now we have a lot of cookie cutters and baking items and fun things so offer a mom and me baking party. Now what I would do with this is charge them a certain price. Maybe charge them $10 to $15, you know, as the mom and daughter to come together, but they get to take home cookie cutters with them, or they get to take home an apron and some of the cookies that they've made. But just a nice experience to avoid the Christmas rush and let them take some time out just for them and their child. And you know, I know your house will be the messy house, but you know what? It'll make a lot of people come if they're not getting that all out in their house. With our candles, even just to do a candle only party, and use our mixology where it talks about burning different candles together to make new scents. Apartment complexes. A lot of times, and I was just at one the other day in a district, it was a lockout where you couldn't get in except to get into the manager's office, but I saw they had a party room, and I talked to her, and she was so very welcoming. Sometimes I think it's good to just go right away to the apartment manager, but you know, if you know someone who lives in there and they have a community room, ask if they can let you host a party. Or just ask the manager, even if you don't know somebody, say, can I come in here on the day that everyone usually pays their rent on a Saturday? I'll have some goodies for them to eat, have products on display, and use your, you know, your party room. And if you do that, for letting me come in, I'll give you a candle, or I'll let you have a gift or something like that. Facebook parties. That's another way everybody just stays in their house. I have a template for that if you need ideas on what to post for a Facebook party, but that's one to do. And then a skincare class. You know, we have such fabulous skincare that we have been introducing, or just, you know, our new regimens. So, you know, let everybody come, tell them this is a class where you come not wearing any makeup. Just come, and we're going to take care of our skin together, and then, you know, have some of the products there for sale, because when they try it, they're going to want to take it home that night and start their new skincare regimen. And then everybody's feet are going to get super tired, so offer a Footworks party. I had a representative a few years ago do this, and it was so fun. We did it in a community room, but she told everybody to bring their own bucket. So they brought their own bucket, and we did the foot soak, and then we did all the different lotions that we had for our feet. And I think we had like a peppermint one out at that time because it was during the holidays. And then they got to paint their own toenails. But it was just a fun time. Another idea you can do is having a record breaker sale. And this is where you choose a campaign and you give a huge discount, something that your customers were never expecting you to do. Maybe you want to give 30%, 40%, or 50%. But you want to order a ton of brochures and attach a discount flyer to it. And I do have a flyer I can send out to you. And you don't tell your customers about it until you're going to start it. So then they get super, super excited. They show people that they know. And this gives you an example of, if you had a $400 order, and usually times 40%, that's going to give you $160 in earnings. 16 customers times $25. If you had a $5,000 order, but you only keep back 10% for yourself, you're still going to make $500. And that would just be having 125 customers who spend $40. But when they hear that you're giving away 40%, you can see you're going to make just as much money, but have a huge order. So the difference is you can either make 160 in earnings versus 500. Your customer count, you were going to have 16. Now you get your customer count up to 125. And just if you keep half of those customers, that gives you 60 new customers. So the next campaign sales, when you're not offering this, 60 customers times $25 is going to give you a $1,500 order. Now to be at 50%, I think it's $1,550 since this slide was made. But there you go, you're at 50% earnings and you're making $750. So it really can help your sales in the future. This is a script where you can tell people that you're in a contest. Now, you can change the wording. As you see, the representative who did this in February. And she actually did it not even around Valentine's Day, but she said she was challenged to have a $1,000 day, and who would be willing to help her. You know, for every $10 spent, they would, you know, earn different entries into winning free product. You can see that there. But it's just, people like to step up and help you. You know, Lisa Wilbur, who is one of our top earners with Avon, she, in the beginning, used to go and set up at a flea market every Saturday. And she had, I think she said, 13 card tables loaded onto the top of her Yugo car. But she was trying to earn a trip to Hawaii. And so what she did is she had one of those thermometers on a piece of poster board. And every Saturday, they would see how much more she had colored in to reaching her goal. And they'd like, Lisa, have you earned Hawaii yet? Have you earned Hawaii yet? So, you know, for us, it's making President's Club. So people will say, oh, did you earn it yet? So tell them what you're going for, and they will help you. Fun idea is to say you're having twins. I know that would give us all a heart attack right now, but it's a sale with products. And how this works is, and this is a good one to do in 26. Congratulations, in campaign 26, it's twins. You'll be seeing doubles. I will be duplicating your Avon products order in 26. So if they order one of Skin So Soft bath oil, you're going to give it to two of them to them at the same price as paying for one. So yes, you're not making any money off of this, but oh, there is a lady named Teresa Paul who's a representative, and I thought she said she did this and had like a $13,000 campaign, because people are like, wow, I get two of it, and it keeps it simple for you if you duplicate the exact same item. So you're just ordering two of everything. And you include no diamond items so that you don't have to worry about it being a fixed earnings item. But that's a fun one to do. And all of these ideas that I'm giving to you, you know, you can pick and choose which ones you're most excited about and maybe do one now, maybe do one every quarter. You know, we have 4 quarters in a selling year. Maybe do a different one in first quarter, a different one in second quarter. But it just helps you to build your sales to get President's Club again or make Honor Society. 1550 sale is, this is where you ask 15 people to participate. They place a $55 order, but they get $50 for free. No fixed earning items, but by doing this, you'll get your order up to 1550 where you're guaranteed to make the 50%. So similar to the twin sale, but they get to pick out the items they want instead of you duplicating everything. Black Friday sale. This is a fun one to do. The earlier they call, the bigger their discount is. So if they wait until later, they're going to get leftovers and their discount will be smaller. Making sure that you still have, just like the Avon ladies of the past, carry your demo basket with you, have some cute fabric in it, and make sure people are ready for those impulse purchases, because they might go, oh, you know, let me grab one more. Yeah, I'm going to need one more gift. So having that ready for you. Then these are some ideas too. I'm just putting together, oh, hi Nancy, putting together gift baskets. And Nancy, I've been recording this, so I will send this out later in case you've missed some of it. But this gives you ideas on how you can put baskets together using styrofoam, things to prop it up, using glue dots to hold the item to its box to make it look nice. So I will send this out so you all can just read through some of these ideas. I'm trying to get quickly through them. Dollar Tree sells great bags that you can use. And Tracy Carden, who's very successful at gift baskets in our district, she showed me that at Lowe's you can get a heat gun that she said works so much better than a hairdryer, because you'll blow through your hairdryer if you get it overheated. But there is a heat gun you can purchase for, I think she said, less than $25. Fundraising. This is a wonderful opportunity right now to do fundraising. I'm helping a representative this weekend with someone who is, her mother is going through cancer and she needs money for her treatments. So we're going to be doing the OWL fundraiser, and for every OWL that's sold, $10 will go to her treatment, and the other 10 will go to buying an OWL that we're going to let her pick the charity to donate that to. We also have other ones. We have some really cute Mark fragrance ones. We have our, you know, main basic products. We have makeup, you know, and just the other day, my son, who's 6, brought home a fundraiser, and I found myself, because if he sold 10 items, he got this little teeny gift. 15 items, he got this little gift. So I was looking for, okay, what's the cheapest I can buy to get him a lot of items without, you know, like, really going crazy. So there was like an $8 box of candy, and I know I'm going to get like 5 pieces in it, but I bought like 5 boxes. But you know, our products that we have, they're things people will use and they're of great value. A lot of times we'll do 3 items for 15 or 2 items for 10. So Eileen, that's on the call with us tonight, is a district manager in another district. She has some districts in Tennessee, and I tell you, her people are doing some great fundraising there. And we have a representative of our district named Becca, and she's working with a high school group that's trying to get the money that they need for a trip. And they're doing it each campaign. They're repeating it. So they're having great success. Her last one was $1,000. So great thing to do right now. You can also do, like we said, the community outreach. You know, maybe you want to do something where you do it to the women's shelter in town, or I've seen a lot where people can't pay for funerals and they're offering those GoFundMe accounts so that they can get a funeral paid. You can do it for something, because with our flyers, it's guaranteed 50% earnings. So here's some places you can reach out: fire departments, big brothers, big sisters, church groups, key clubs, so all kinds of things like that. We have our fragrance for Prima that smells beautiful. This gives you an example that if an organization sold 100 bottles, they can earn $1,800 for their group. And that's just with a small number of participants selling here. If they need to sell 120 bottles, that's 20 people who are selling just 6 bottles. So you can't tell me 20 people can't sell 6 bottles. That's so easy. And the group can get $1,800. So that's with Prima. Then it shows you also if the group just does 50 bottles, they can still earn $900. So this is a fun one that I don't think we have many representatives taking advantage of this. Eileen and I did a call on this not long ago, but selling to corporations, because they need to buy gifts for their employees, or maybe for the employees' kids, or even for their top clients. So Eileen talked about all of our beautiful Mikasa products that we have in Avon Living. Those make really nice gifts for a corporation to buy. That's so funny. It's clicking each thing sentence by sentence. Also, a lunch hour trunk sale. This is probably my favorite idea. You decorate your car with snow, you know, like that white batting snow. You serve cookies and hot chocolate. You have your Christmas music blaring. You can even put those battery-operated lights, and you ask your friend, hey, can I pull up to your job on my lunch hour, or your lunch hour, and you bring all the ladies outside. So the ladies all go out for lunch. They come and shop from your trunk. When lunch hour's over, shut the trunk, and the next day you go to a different business. You know, you can have items in gift baskets and displayed, but boy, you can really sell a lot by doing that. And it's fun for the people to get out of work and get shopping done while they're still at work. Mistletoe Mall. This is one that you can either do with a school or with a church group, or you also can just set it up at your house. But it is letting people go shopping from your setup, and it's good to bring the kids to it with different priced items. Referral bucks. This would be for you to ask your customers for referrals. Say, you know what, if you bring me a $25 order from someone else, I'm going to give you $5 in Avon money. If you bring me $50 in outside orders from your friends, I'll give you $10 in Avon money, and it keeps going up. Believe me, if they want to get some money to spend on their own order, they'll go out and they'll work for you, and they'll try and get some referrals. So I know I went through this fast and furious. With this Zoom account, I only get 45 minutes, so I tried to talk through pretty quickly. But I hope all of you have a wonderful and prosperous selling season. We still have a few minutes. It hasn't cut me off. Donna or Nancy, do you have any questions on any of the ideas that I went over? Or I guess tell me what excites you. Which ones did you like?
I thought the twin sale was kind of different. I've never heard of that before.
I know. I think it gets people attention because they're like, what? If you told everybody, Donna, you were having twins, you know they'd go, oh my goodness. Nancy, I don't know if you were on at that point, but the twin sale is for every item that they buy, you're going to give them a double of it. So if they order 1 fragrance, you give them 2. But it gets your order really, really high, and you don't offer any diamond items. It's just the full price items, but it gets you really big sales if you're trying to either reach new customers or make President's Club or something like that.
Now, do you have a flyer that you can put out with the wording on it?
I do, and I will send that out, Donna, right after the call to you.
Great, great.
And Nancy, how are things going for you? I don't know if she can hear us. Oh, Nancy, we can't hear you. I'm sorry. Your audio must not be there. But shake your head. Are you doing well? Okay. All right. It's nice to see your face. All right, everybody. Have a great evening. At least the Indians were not on tonight competing with my call. Sadly, they lost. But you all have a great evening, and I will send out this recording. And Eileen, thanks for joining me.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Bye,
Thank
everybody.
you. Bye.